If you're looking for luxury living in the East Bay, Alamo, California, it needs to be on your radar. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a full map tour of Alamo, covering the top neighborhoods, price points, schools, and what makes this one of the most exclusive communities in the Bay Area. My name is Ray Marquez with eXp Realty, helping clients here in the Bay Area since 2007. Alamo is known for estate-style living, top-rated schools, and privacy. And depending on where you buy, you're looking at anywhere from about $2 million to well over $5 million plus. And if we're looking at the population, right now it's a little over 15,314. Housing units is 5,594. Average persons per household, you're just under 3 at 2.83. Percentage single family homes is 98.1%, and your transfer tax is 1.10. All right, so let's get into this. I am going to do a screen share so we can get the map of Alamo, and here we go. All right, and now we got it. So Alamo, where the heck is Alamo? Well, we are on the map of Alamo. Now, Alamo sits right off the 680 corridor, okay, between Danville and Walnut Creek. And it's a smaller, more exclusive community, less commercial, more residential, and known for larger lots and estate properties. Market overview, median home prices roughly 2.3 million to 2.6 million. Average homes values around 2.4 million plus. Luxury homes regularly push 4 million to 10 million plus. This is firmly a luxury driven market. All right, first neighborhood I'm going to talk on is Westside Alamo. So what I'm going to do is, here we go, Alamo, as I just mentioned, it's sitting between Danville and Walnut Creek. And I am going to get my marker here, and I am finally starting to get the hang of this thing, okay? So here's your West Side Alamo, all these homes in here, all right, to give you a little context. And here you're going to find larger lots, custom homes, you're going to get hillside views. If you're up a little bit more in the mountains, price points, you're going to be 2.3 million to 4 million plus. Your median recently is around 2.3. It was listed by another brokerage. It listed just a little over 1.5. It was a 3-bedroom, it was a 2-bath, it was a large lot. Okay, so it had a lot of land, and 25 offers, sold over 2 million by a cash offer. So that's the desirability, and you'll have developers come in, they'll either tear it down, build a nice custom home, or somebody who's going to live in it and make it their own. All right, so that's the nice thing with Westside Alamo. And I'm going to scroll in just a little bit more just to give you a little more context. Let me stop that. All right, here we go. So if you remember that Iron Horse Trail we talked on the Danville one, that's going to be all right in here, right? That is your walking, your biking, all that stuff. And it's very close proximity to the freeways, which a lot of people do like. All right, so the next neighborhood I want to talk about is Round Hill Country Club. This is one of the well-known luxury areas in Alamo, and it's centered around the Round Hill Country Club, the golf course. So I'm going to before I do that, let me scroll in a little bit just so I can kind of give you guys a little bit more context here. Got my red mark. Like I said, I'm finally getting the hang of this thing. So I'm going to do a big kind of circle right in here. Okay, that's typically, here's your golf course right here. This is your Round Hill Country Club per se. And you're going to get the golf course living. If you love golf, this is where you need to be. I mean, hands down, one of the nicest places. All right, you're going to get estate homes, prestigious feel, price points. You're going to be roughly 2.5 to 5 million plus. Premium homes can go significantly higher. Your schools, you got Stone Valley Middle School, your Monte Vista High School, and I'll talk about that in a second. All right, so that is your Round Hill Country Club. Next, I want to talk about Bryan Ranch. Now, where is Bryan Ranch? Well, let's get my marker here. Again, I'm just going to kind of do a rough, kind of all in here. Now, remember, if you're living here, right, you got to factor in all this to the freeway, all in here, all right, because you're going to be, say, roughly 12, 15 at the most, depending on traffic. But it's great for families. You're going to have quiet streets, larger homes, strong community feel. Price points typically 2 million to 3 million plus. Again, your schools, you got Stone Valley Middle School, you got Monte Vista High School. Now, this is a sweet spot. It's luxury, but still family oriented. All right, next, I want to talk about Alamo Oaks. Where the heck is Alamo Oaks? Well, let's find out. Okay, let's get this out of here. Let me scroll. Whoa, not too much. All right, here we go. Alamo Oaks. So, got my marker here, and I'm going to just kind of highlight there. All right, that is your Alamo Oaks. Now, we're getting more into estate style living. Alamo Oaks and surrounding custom home pockets. This is where you'll find gated properties, a lot of big lots, a lot of acreage. You got custom estates, price points 2.5 to 6 million plus. Ultra luxury estates can go anywhere up to 10 million plus. So I mean, it's very, very, very luxury. It's a very nice area, and you're going to get high net worth buyers. Typically, this is where they're going to focus. All right. And next, I want to talk about the schools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the schools here. Schools, here we go. Let's click that out. Let's get rid of that. Well, all right, well, here we go. So if we're looking at these schools, right, you got Monte Vista High School. This is where the high school is going to be, right here, Monte Vista High School. Okay, great school. Your kids that live in Blackhawk, they're typically going to go here. A lot of these Alamo kids that live all in here, you're going to have the option if you rather go to Saramon Valley High, which is over here in Danville, or you'll go to Monte Vista. You got the middle school right here, Stone Valley Middle School. Great school. My son actually goes there. 6th grade. My daughter, she actually goes to Monte Vista, 11th grade as of now. And then you got your Rancho Romero Elementary School over here on the west side of Alamo. Now, you got to factor in the morning, and I'm going to get my red marker because, like I said, I'm finally getting the hang of this thing. Right here, getting off the freeway in the morning, you're going to be busy. It's going to be backed up. I'm talking 8 to 9, depending, because you got the middle schoolers being dropped off. You got, high schoolers that are driving in. And then remember, you got the kids that live in Blackhawk coming all in the buses, all coming in here. So you got to factor that in, the traffic. But other than that, it's a great area, very desirable on all that front. And this is why people are going to be here, because of the schools, because of the family-friendly environment. All right. So next up, I want to show you kind of the downtown lifestyle of Alamo. Now, it is more residential, but you do have local spots along, as I mentioned here. You got Alamo Plaza, which I'll go through here in a second. You got the city center, which is in San Ramon, that new downtown area, and I did a map tour on that, so you can get a little feel of that. And then you also got downtown Danville. Now, Alamo is quiet, it's private, so you're not going to get a lot of nightlife. Okay, it's very close to, dining, a little bit of shopping, but you're not too far from Walnut Creek, right? If you want a little more shopping, here's Walnut Creek Broadway Plaza right in here. So you're probably 12 minutes or so. Your minutes to downtown Danville, all in here. All right, but this here is your Alamo Plaza. So you got your Safeway here, you got your Alamo Ace Hardware, you got your Starbucks, right? Any little shopping you're going to do, miscellaneous things, you're going to be coming right into here. So again, if you're living out in this area, more east side of Alamo, you're driving in here. And then remember, your Costco's are going to be over here in Danville. Okay, so that's typically what it is. Now, one of the great things in lifestyle people love is you're right off 680. It's easy access to San Francisco, to Oakland, and I'll kind of do a little more of an out. Let me get my map here. So, and then let me get my highlight. Again, I'm getting the hang of this highlighter, so you got to bear with me. So, you know, Westside Alamo is nice because you're easy access right here to the freeway. And then if you're going to go to San Francisco, right, you're going to be on 24, you're going to cross the Bay Bridge. And then people that are commuting down to the Silicon Valley, San Jose, you're 680. So there you have it, right? But this gets backed up during traffic hours. So you just got to factor that in. All right. So anyhow, there you have it. That is Alamo. So if you're looking at Alamo, you're really choosing between different styles of luxury, right? Is it golf course living? Is it estate privacy? Is it, you know, they're all family-oriented neighborhoods, so you can't go wrong there. Most buyers here typically coming in between 2.5 million and 4 million plus, depending on what they're looking for. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in Alamo, I'd be happy to help guide you through the process. No pressure, no obligation. And if you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.